This is Robin Bernhardt,
Taylor.
and I am breaking the alcohol boiling one.
Say what?
No.
He's eating chips and I'm playing Pokemon Snap.
Can you translate?
Can you translate? Yeah, Alicia wants to know, Brad, what are you saying?
Oh, well, it's kind of welcome to the welcome.
Ta-da. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, so officially, welcome to Anime America Podcast Live.
We're live from a studio audience.
Yeah, but on the podcast, it won't be live. Why am I moving my hands?
Why are you doing that?
I'm your host, Bradley Kingston, aka the Balding Ewok, and I'm
Robin, and I'm here instead of playing Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
I'm eating, and you're playing games. It's like
we are professionals.
What are we doing?
I mean, the real thing I could be doing right now, since it's 9:30 a.m., is sleep. I wake up at like 8 a.m. like, podcast.
Yeah, it's 7:30 where I am.
Sorry. He's yawning. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Sailor Moon Eternal, the 2 movies, parts 1 and 2, will finally be coming to Netflix. We'll also be talking about they're making an ASMR themed anime. So for any ASMR fans, stay tuned.
Yeah.
The director of Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is going to be making an anime musical, which is titled Musical Healing, or that's the theme behind it. And we got a few surprise articles towards the end, so stay tuned to that. First, we want to start off the show by announcing that we have some new designs available on our Teespring store. So I'm going to bring those up for you. I made this cute little design for first episode impressions. Teespring can actually do like a full t-shirt print, like all over the shirt, instead of like just having like a limited space around your chest area. They can actually do full prints. So I made this one for first episode impressions. I actually love how it turned out. Then there's when I release my review of Redo of Healer, hopefully tomorrow, this shirt will make sense. It is, I have like a face similar to the priestess from Goblin Slayer, where I think they had like an elf lady on their team who's scared of the adventure, but then she turns to the priestess, and the priestess is looking at her like, you get used to it. And that's the face that she gives, like, you get used to it. This is fine.
I want you to do one just like the first one, but the caption is, when you first discovered tentacle porn.
And of course, to anyone who watched Redo of Healer, I apologize in advance, but I made this t-shirt just for you. It is called, I watched all of Redo of Healer, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Because that's how it feels like. You watch all 12 episodes, you should walk away with something. So here you go. If you had to watch all 12 episodes and you feel like, what did I do with my life? Buy the shirt. Maybe it'll help you feel better. You watched all of it.
Where did you watch it?
In America, you could actually watch it on High Dive. Here, I had to use other sources.
So I have to hope that there's an app called High Dive for my Apple TV, and then subscribe.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure Apple TV has all the apps.
Hopefully. But yeah, I made this lovely little t-shirt for you guys.
Christina Johnson's talking about the title of the show, the Sailor Moon thing. She said, well,
That's
it's about time my childhood is coming to Netflix.
I think it was all on Netflix. Not only the original series with the new dub, but also Sailor Moon Crystal, which I'm wondering if it was either on like Hulu or Netflix. I do remember, I think it was on Netflix. I put it on my TV, and I was just watching the first few episodes of the new series. Well, not Crystal, the original series, and with the new dub. So I don't know if Brad knows. Not only did they redub it, the original series of Sailor Moon, like they actually got new actors to retranslate it. But they also released a new series years ago, remaking Sailor Moon with the original plot from the manga. So it's a bit shorter. Less fillers.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe it was on Hulu. Like the original series, well, it was, I think, on Hulu. And then Crystal was probably on Hulu. So for some reason, then we're going to transition to the next article. I'm going to put the article up here at the stream. There we go. There we go. Spoilers for the next couple of articles. Netflix streams Sailor Moon Eternal anime films on June 3rd. Netflix announced on Tuesday that it will stream the 2-part Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Eternal, the movie, Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon Eternal, which I don't know why they call it that, because Eternal was the last 3 books, like the last season. Like this arc was supposed to be Super S, and the last one was supposed to be Eternal. So I don't know why they call this arc Eternal. So what are they going to call the last series? Eternal R? I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be on Netflix June 3rd. The first film was originally scheduled to open in Japan on September 11th, 2020, but was delayed to January 8th due to spread of the new coronavirus disease, COVID-19, in Japan. The second film opened up in Japan on February 11th. The film marks 25 years since the franchise last had work that screened in theaters in Japan. Well then, there you go. Original manga creator Naoko Takeuchi was credited with the original work with supervision. Chiaki Kon returned from Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, yes, to direct the 2 films, because Season 3 for Crystal was so good. Kazuko Tadano, the character designer for the original Sailor Moon anime, designed the characters. I can see that, like, because the art for Sailor Moon Crystal just keeps shifting back and forth. So this does look a bit similar to the original anime, even though the manga was a bit different. But yeah, they got like a whole cast of people coming back to make the movie. Both films already debuted in Japan, so we were wondering everywhere else around the world if we were going to watch it in Japanese first, and then they were going to dub it so we can watch it again. But I guess they were waiting for it to be dubbed, and California was under, because I think Viz Media that dubs it, they're located in California, and they were under a lot of strict COVID-19 regulations. So while we had to wait for the dub to be finished, there were so many images and video clips and spoilers being released from Japan showing everything happening in Sailor Moon Eternal, to the point where it's like, well, what's the point in watching the film now? Because you've already shown us the good bits with the Outer Senshis and Sailor Saturn, and I'm being pouty over here because Japan had it for like 2 to 3 months and we all had to wait. Even then, we still have to wait. So they got it like in January and February. We had to wait till June. Right.
Right.
That's my tangent. Like, here I was just waiting for the series 2 come out on like Netflix, or just watch both of the movies, to the point where like everybody from Japan's like, look at this. I'm like, no, I want to save myself for the film.
Okay.
Not like that, you pervy Ewok. Like you don't want spoilers. You just want to see it for yourself, but everyone just can't help themselves.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of like that vow we made with Avengers Endgame. Thou shalt not spoil Endgame. That was the one thing I had to do to keep my theme park customers under control, because there was a moment I was trying to do the rules, talk to the guests, but they weren't really paying attention. They were doing their own thing, and like telling them, put your bags on the platform. Do not lower your lap bars. My attendant will do it for you. But they weren't listening. They were doing whatever the hell they wanted. So I was just like, all right, endgame spoiler number 1. Did you know in Avengers Endgame, Iron Man is, and they're all screaming and panicking, and then I finish, is played by Robert Downey Jr. Now, if you don't want me to continue, listen up.
There you go. Hey, look at this. This is my favorite chat so far.
Your favorite.
I am hilarious and I am loved. Thank you, Alicia Kano. You are alone in that thought.
We also got a 99-cent donation from Nermia Chaos. I think this is their question.
Ninja Turtles.
Have you heard anything about the English dubs of Girls and Panzer Das Finale? No. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2? No, but I'm worried. They're probably gonna. Well, they're supposed to do a simulcast dub, so I'm not sure now. Sailor Moon Eternal dub. Yeah, we were just talking about that. It's being dubbed, and it's gonna be on Netflix June 3rd. And James Bolt donated $1. Thank you very much. I'm scared to revisit Sailor Jupiter 2 OP. Fair enough. But we do have some more super chats. $5 from Tim Whitfield. Are either of you familiar with the humongous entertainment games Putt Putt, Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish, by Fox, and Backyard Sports? I wasn't, because I think by the time those came out, I think I might have been a little too old for those. But I do remember seeing Peanut Butter Gamer review those. So there you go.
Peanut Butter Gamer. I don't know if you missed this, but James Butt gave us $1. Thank you.
Thank you. And same comment, but he donated $5 for us to notice. Sailor Jupiter, yes, I'm watching Crystal.
Yay.
She is pretty powerful. What are your thoughts on people spoiling stuff, Brad?
Jeez, the thing is that I'm never on the internet to have things spoiled. And
that solves your problem, guys. Just stay off the internet.
And also, I'm a filmmaker and a film buff and all of that, and I studied human behavior and stuff, and I studied writing and like the hero's journey and all of that. So all the stories are the same. I can watch a TV show and say, "Oh, that guy's gonna die," or "Oh, that's gonna be the bad guy," and it's all the same to me. So I don't mind things getting spoiled because I pretty much already figured out, things are gonna start out great at the beginning, then it's gonna be trouble, and then things will work out in the end. Okay, like every romance it's hard to make a romance different. Live action romance, which by the way, it's one of the reasons why I love anime so much, because anime is magic. And I mean, you can make stories that are have been told already, but you can make them different enough. Because what if they were all in a high school full of zombies? Then that makes love stories a lot different, you know. If they all have superpowers, or you know. So that's why I love anime so much, is because you can get to a place where you don't know what to expect, because you can do anything. Yay!
Fun fact, Putt-Putt first came out in 1992. Cool. I did not have a computer back then.
But a computer? I thought you're not talking about like Putt-Putt, the game?
Putt-Putt's the name, yeah. Putt-Putt first. Are we talking about Putt-Putt miniature golf? Putt-Putt golfing games, or the actual click and the little clicker game?
That's what I'm assuming they're talking about real live Putt-Putt.
No, I think they're talking about the car game where you point and click at stuff named Putt-Putt. It was a point and click adventure game.
Never heard of it.
But like, how old was I? 4? But I still didn't have a computer until I was roughly in middle school. Nintendo, Geek, 45, at Anime America. I don't know if they're magical, more like masterful storytelling. It depends on the series, because there are some like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note. Just trying to think of some good ones. Rising of the Shield Hero, Violet Evergarden.
Well, they're not all animes magical.
Yeah,
I was saying
a good chunk of them nowadays are just mobile app games.
Yeah,
like, you like the game? Here's your anime. Thanks.
Because it's anime. It's a creative sandbox where anything could happen. You know, so it's more entertaining than watching the same, you know, 2 live action people do the same thing over and over again that you've seen in every movie ever, unless there's time travel involved or something.
Okay, on to the next topic. Let's see. At the stream. There we go. So, Brad, they're making an ASMR themed short anime called 180 Byo de Kimi no Mimi o Shiwase ni Dekiru Ka.
No.
What is with Japan making long titles? I tell you why, though. I've actually figured it out. They love creating their own short names. Like, we just call this one anime Konosuba, but it's actually a much bigger title. It's like so big, but they compressed it down to turn it into Konosubas. I think anime titles are becoming acronyms. But the original ASMR themed television anime. Oh, there was actually one earlier. Okay. 180 Byo de Kimi no Mimi o Shiwase ni Dekiru Ka, which translates to, can I make your ears happy in 180 seconds?
Oh.
Challenge accepted. Okay. So it's an original product where they're going to make happy sounds for you to listen to for 180 seconds, and it'll premiere in October.
Okay.
It's ASMR, not hentai, Brad.
I still don't get it.
ASMR is like things that you look in here that are super satisfying. Like,
I don't know if it's satisfying. It's really creepy and weird to me.
I want to show you one of the weirdest ones that came out.
It's the whispering ones are really creepy to me, and when they're like eating chips and crunching chips and just making all kinds of sounds.
Let me
It's great if you like it, sure. I just don't get it.
Okay, let me. There we go. Can you hear it?
You have to add it.
I thought I did. Okay, I'm going to redo it. Share screen. Because I think Chrome tab, you can also do share audio.
Yep. Chrome tab, yeah. Sure
Okay.
are, yeah. Then you gotta click it up on the thing there.
Yeah, for some reason, I think before Walt Disney World opened up and before Blizzard Beach was open to the public, they made a Blizzard Beach ASMR video.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna put my headphones on.
Yeah, that would help.
I gotta switch the audios. Holds on. Is there audio? Because I don't hear it.
You don't hear it?
No.
I clicked on share audio. Can the audience hear it? It says there's screen audio.
Okay, play it again.
I'll try to increase the volume.
Oh, I can hear it now.
There you go. So they'll probably make anime like this.
Well, yeah, that makes sense to me because, like, natural sounds. But isn't ASMR about the surround sound and they get over here and then they get over there?
In some cases, yeah. Most cases, it's just happy sounds or interesting sounds that just stimulate the mind.
Oh. I guess I've just only seen the creepy Twitch streams where they're doing weird things. And weird is okay. Weird just means it's strange to me. That's all. Weird is good.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, is this copyrighted? Are we gonna get?
Nah, I don't think it's copyrighted.
Yes.
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 Breaking sand. Every sound effects artist's wet dream. I need to ask my friend Mikey. Mikey, is this true?
Must record sound. The only thing is it sounds like digital or compressed. It
Maybe.
sounds... At least what I'm hearing.
Pitter patter, pitter patter. It's supposed to like help you remember some of the memorable, nostalgic sounds that you would hear when you would be at this park. So the sifting sands, the splashing waters, the drinks being mixed for you, the click clacks of the merchandise shop when you're looking through the t-shirts and toys.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what you making? Ooh, yum 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 yum.
It does. Anyways, what I'm hearing doesn't sound. It sounds like I'm hearing it through. I'd have to play it on my computer to hear it well.
Fair enough. That slide's too scary. I don't. That one's the scariest one. I don't want to do that one.
Where is that here?
Yeah, it's in Orlando, Florida. That's Disney World.
Blizzard Beach? Or...
Yep. One of the two water parks in Walt Disney World. They used to have 3, but they closed down.
Blizzard Beach.
Ah!
Reopening March 7th. Mute.
Lady, get out of my ear! Get out of my ear, lady!
I can't stand the whispering.
Lady! Get out of my brain! And speaking of the news, Disneyland just opened. Yep. Like I said, California had very strict laws, so like they had what was I saying? Stricter laws in California. So the one in Florida was open, but California, nah.
James Bolt is asking if you've ever watched Megalobox.
A little bit of it, yeah.
I watched the whole thing. It was pretty cute.
As in, like, sorry, Sukiya. As in, like, compared to all the other states, especially Florida. Florida's all like, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. California's like, nobody is allowed to leave their house, and if you do, you die.
I'm talking about the masks and stuff.
It was more like they had much stricter guidelines because, like, I think their numbers were skyrocketing. Same thing for Florida, but Florida's just like, and? And you're like, you should, do something about that.
I want to show. There's my hairy Ewok arm. See? That's the
you got
vaccine.
shotted.
So, leave me alone.
Yes, us people here in Australia are still waiting. Still waiting. I think we're getting set up, though, so we should be able to get our shot soon. We're going to aim for the Pfizer one because we're hearing mixed things about AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson. I just love how so many companies had to get their little hands on the vaccine, and it's like, that's all that matters. People need to get treated and get their shots, and all you can think of is money. But anyways,
I have a weird random question. We don't have a... Never mind.
Okay.
I was going to ask if we had a date for an Anime America anniversary, but we don't really.
October 1st.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, October 1st.
Dog! Okay, he's the dog who's ASMRing. No.
Peppers. Show yourself on camera. I can't. Unless I do.
Oh, you took yourself off, Robino.
So I was trying to make you the center of attention, but I couldn't click on you for some reason.
Click on the solo layout.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Yes. Because I was thinking, she found the button.
I found the button.
I was thinking that, here we go. I'm bigger than you now.
For once.
Let's do the rest of the show like this.
Okay. Whatever makes you feel better.
I was thinking that because people are still asking about wanting to come on the show, which I guess we could maybe have someone come on and ask a question or something and then go, or I don't know.
Like in old time radios where it's like, all right, caller number one, what's your question?
Yeah, because they would pop up on the bottom, and then when we're ready for them, we click, and then they come up, and then we can take them off when they're done. But I don't know. I was just thinking, so when could we do that? Maybe an Anime America Day or something? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll
try not to make you guys wait too long.
Yeah. Jerome Schlicker donated $5. Thank you very much. To answer your question from Twitter about how to annoy Miss YouTube is to have her host a top 10 with Sumi. I asked for my review of Redo a Feeler. What's the best way I can torture Miss YouTube? Because I have a character who's the embodiment of YouTube's policies and demonetization and whatnot. Her name is Miss YouTube, and it's an executive boss lady's body, but her head is the YouTube click button.
Hey, you're big now.
And she talks like she has like an automated voice, but usually when I show her anything raunchy from anime, she explodes. Don't worry. I thought of something for Miss YouTube. Don't you worry.
That's hilarious. I want to show you something real quick, Robin. Since you're clicking the buttons, click and drag my face on the screen and drag it over your screen. Yay! See, you can switch us.
Okay.
Isn't that cute?
It's very cute.
And then we can go here, and then I can switch us. Like, no, I want to be on top, right?
Well, now you made things inappropriate.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry, I took that joke from Robin Williams when he was on Hollywood Studios. When Caroline Ray's like, I can't believe I'm on top of Robin Williams. So he just lies on his back.
Let's take that image out of everyone's mind.
Back to the ASMR.
Oh, well, next
ASMR or autonomous sensory meridian response is the nerve tingling or relaxing response, except for the whispering and cessation one gets to stimuli such as certain sounds or sights. As the title indicates, the anime will let viewers experience ASMR in 180 seconds. In the story, the heroine challenges her classmates to share in her hobby of recording ASMR works. That actually sounds cool. Gimme. I want it. It's going to be out in October, so that'll be your short anime of the year.
I'm wondering, are you going to go see Demon Slayer in theaters?
We can actually talk about that next, but I already did see it in Japanese when it first came out, because in Australia, we have, like, especially in the Sydney, Melbourne area, I think in parts of Brisbane, basically along the east side of Australia, we have, like, this really fine mix of Aussies and Asians. So it's not uncommon for our theaters to have Chinese or Japanese films, and then, like, they translate it a few months later. Because I was invited a while ago to attend, like, the screening of the Demon Slayer movie with a friend of mine, and it was in Japanese, but it had subtitles. And now they're like, "Oh, go watch it in theaters now." That now that it's in English, and I'm like, "Yeah, go see it." But I got to see it a while ago.
So Allie Brennan asked.
Okay, but we can talk about that next.
Okay.
Let me click on the first.
Tsukio Amane or Amane, I don't know. Said I like spoilers, which I'm usually okay with spoilers. I would kind of like to know. Okay, tell me what the thing is so that I can know if there's a reason for me to watch it.
Yeah. In some cases, yeah. Other cases, nah. Like for Wonder Woman 89, I was like, I don't know. And then everyone's just like, don't! And I'm like,
Don't.
Oh God, why? And then they told me, and I'm like, oh God, no!
Oh, one of the worst. Definitely the worst superhero movie I've ever seen. But
jeez.
Oh God, that movie. It's so It's okay.
So
hey,
bad.
If you enjoyed it, it's okay. Good. Oh man, hated it.
Ugh. But in recent news, Demon Slayer earns the number 2 highest grossing ever U.S. opening for an anime film. It became like the highest grossing anime film of all time from Japan, topping on top of Spirited Away last February. But as for weekend opening numbers, it became the number 2 for the United States.
Wow.
So guess who's still number 1?
I was going to ask. What?
Guess.
I don't.
Think way back when in the late 90s when a certain anime became the highest thing for all children with a certain catchphrase, we gotta collect them all.
Oh. I was going to say Pokemon, but okay.
It was Pokemon, the first movie. Like, the weekend numbers for Demon Slayer Mugen Train was $21.1 million. Pokemon, the first movie, holds the anime film record for the highest U.S. opening of all time with $31 million. Back in 1999. So, when you calculate, how ticket prices have changed over the years, If you do the math with the inflation and whatnot, then that's a bit more. So yeah, Pokemon still reigns supreme.
Yeah, I hope that means that I hope that it being number 2, that means that Demon Slayer movie is really good.
Excellent.
I don't know if I'm going to make it to the theater to see it, but I definitely going to watch it as soon as I can on demand.
Seriously, yeah, it's really good. I think I watched like the majority of Demon Slayer before I watched the film. And once I saw the film, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to watch the rest of this. It's basically that arc of the Mugen Train and what happens after the Mugen Train just compressed into a movie. So at first I was just wondering, wait, why are we still going? And then they were like, oh, it's because it's part of the arc. And I'm like, okay. Like something took me by surprise, but every Demon Slayer fanatic is like, no, it's part of the arc. Trust me, it makes sense. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, it's a good film. It's like one of the highest grossing films of all time from Japan. Like I'll pull up the old article that I have on standby.
Brandon Riley says that I sound like Penguin from Batman 66.
So you sound like Danny DeVito?
That's what I was going for, the Danny DeVito Penguin. I think the original Penguin. I think the original one did that too.
Yeah, I think he did too. But yeah, a while ago, back in February, Demon Slayer film passed the Spirited Away as the #1 all-time Japanese film worldwide. The Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Mugen Train anime, has sold a total of 27.45 million tickets and earned a cumulative 37,776,000. Wait, I think it's more than that. Trillion, billion? No. Hundreds, thousands. Okay, yeah, it's billions. So 37,776,680,150 yen, which when you translate that to US currency, it is $359.7 million.
Wow.
Like, the hype for Demon Slayer is just unlike anything else. But at least the reputation of Demon Slayer hasn't necessarily been tarnished compared to the hype that we experienced with My Hero Academia. Because I think with the fandom and also the Twitter wars with My Hero Academia, the reputation for that series it's soured. That's why some people don't really watch it as much, or they're not taking it as seriously. They're still like devoted fans of that series, but Demon Slayer, it's like everyone just collectively came together and was just like, yeah, no, this is good stuff. There's not a bad word about Demon Slayer, to which I was a little put off by, the hype, but once I eventually watched it, I was like, okay. To me, it still has the plot of, it has the same formula of a shonen, but the animation is stellar and the protagonist is good. Unlike certain other protagonists, like Astra from Black Clover, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, seriously, Black Clover's good. I'm like, does he stop screaming? No, but I'm not interested.
Look what Angry Birds Tanuki Gamer said.
Y'all have to admit it, Robin and Brad make a good live stream duo.
Yay, we're the best ever!
We complement each other. JT loves Kodioko donated $2. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, we used to play that whenever we had a small achievement. Demon Slayer versus Mortal Kombat at the box office. Maybe that's what kept it from being the #1 anime film, because of Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat! By the way, I expected it to be terrible. The original Mortal Kombat movies were terrible. The first one was
Yeah, second one to me was just why, but the first one to me was just guilty pleasure fun.
Right. The worst, but also funniest scene in the second one was, "You have to find your animality." He's like, okay,
Still going.
I'm gonna find my animality. What's
Your
my animality?
Animality.
Dude, the Mortal Kombat movie just came out. Is first of all, every Mortal Kombat fan, I guess I'll say wet dream. I don't know. It was everything the Mortal Kombat fan, or even a fan that of video game movies, has wanted. Because usually, if there's a movie of a video game, you pretty much know it's gonna be really bad.
Pretty much.
But Mortal Kombat, dude, I took my roommate, who is a film snob, and we were just going to see it because we don't get to see movies anymore, and we wanted to see something, and it was funny and true to the source material, and the martial arts was really good, and the visual effects were really good. The story made logical sense. The characters were good, and and I thought when in the trailers I saw Kano, and I thought he was going to be so lame. I thought Kano was going to ruin the movie, and I would hate him the most because I think that Kano is the worst Mortal Kombat character. That's just my opinion. He's fine, I guess. But, dude, he was my favorite character in the movie. He was hilarious.
Okay. I'll definitely try to check it out.
You go see it with Sumi. And I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Speaking of Sumi, we still have a bunch of plushies still left over for sales. If you want to contact us at animeamericapodcast@gmail.com, we will discuss pricing, because sometimes shipping can be a bit of an issue, especially when there's some sort of like international delay. So I think they might have increased the price of shipping, but we will work it out.
Speaking of international delays, mine got lost in the mail. I haven't received mine yet.
Oh.
Where is it, Robin?
I'll send it to you.
You better send it to me. It's pissing me off.
Okay. No, we put yours on standby. We're just, budget's a bit tight, so that's why you should buy an Anime America t-shirt. Proceeds will go towards mailing Sumis to Brad.
I want to Sumi.
We're saying buy Anime America t-shirts. All proceeds will go towards sending Sumis to Brad.
I want a Sumi.
We have been able to.
Oh, man. Guys, help us get Sumis to Brad.
Yes.
I want to have Brad surrounded by Sumis, ganking him, glomping him, stealing all his alcohol.
For just 5 cents a day, you can get Brad a Sumi. Look at poor Brad. He is all alone, starving,
Enjoy your food.
with no Sumi.
Do you even see where it was? Yeah.
I see a Vietnamese roll and something else in here.
Maybe you want to check that other something.
Okay, he went. Sorry, Brad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Robin loves food.
I love food. Yes.
Robin counterspelled my switch. I went to switch to her, and then she switched back to me. Counterspell.
He got me a bagel.
Why is that significant?
Because bagels are rare in Australia.
That's right. Enjoy your
Oh.
bagel.
Yeah, bagels are not a big thing in Australia. They freaking
I don't know. That one looks pretty big.
croissants and their banana breads. There's a lot of other pastries they like, but they don't like bagels. Like even like Krispy Kreme donuts, it's all like, hey, a brand new item to Krispy Kreme, bagels.
Speaking of bagels, do I look Jewish now?
L'chaim, Mazel Tov. No, you look like a mashugana. Those are my only Yiddish words I know. Anyways, Next on the news, the director of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Yasuhiro Irie, is making a musical, which is it says Studio 3HZ make musical healing TV anime Healer Girls. So I guess these girls are going to be singing in a musical, and it's supposed to be soft, soothing, healing music. These girls will solve all of your stress problems.
Yeah. I might like that, but
They look
they're
cutesy.
they're not selling me on it, but I could possibly enjoy that.
Yep. Studio 3HZ is animating the original. Guys!
Shut the fuck up!
Brendan! That's copyrighted music, and we're in a podcast.
But it's Billboard back and screaming over the husk.
I mean, he's got a
Don't-
point.
Don't make her go down there.
So Studio 3HZ is animating the original television anime Healer Girl, a bold new form of musical healing animation. The anime depicts the world of healer girls, high school girls who cure people with singing. There's your new waifus. In real life, Healer Girls is a new voice actress unit. Ooh, so is this like the new Vocaloid? Healer Girls is a new voice actress unit that is just starting this year. The unit's members are leading... Oh, I think it's actually an idol group. The unit's members are leading the main cast from left to right in the image above. Akane Kumada as the character Hibiki, Karin Isobe as Kana, Marina Horiuchi as Remi, and Chihaya Yoshitake as Sonia. So, I think what they're trying to say is these characters are going to be their own band, kind of like the zombie girls from Zombieland Saga. They are their own idol group, like the girls themselves, not the actresses. They contribute their voices, but the animated characters are the stars, that's the path that anime is taking. Just there's no. There are a lot of idol groups that do live performances, but they're also transitioning to holographic animated performances because Hatsune Miku is still like a hot idol in Japan. Like she's still like up there, ranking like millions. She has like such a devoted fan base, and she like just sells out on all of her holographic concerts. It's insane that people turn up just to watch a 2D hologram.
Darkness Blossom says the real world is just one big anime.
Yep. Ow. I eat a blueberry bagel.
I want one.
Here you go, Brad.
Yum.
Yum, yum, yum. I like the sugar particles, and it's just like a sweet blueberry bagel.
I'm trying to find a thingamabobber on the thingy here. I was gonna click on it and then it's like, oh, here it is. Logan Davis says, "Have you guys ever done a review? Space Dandy? If not, please do one."
If I have the time, because I got so many other reviews to do.
Do it.
But Space Dandy, it's a dandy show in space.
Love it.
It is the positive Cowboy Bebop. Done by the same people. And
Yeah.
the same director. Same creator. It's just, if Cowboy Bebop was happy
On drugs.
and he loves boobs, he's going back and forth. It's not just about the boobies. You gotta give some respect to the butts.
Yup. The
Oh,
butt is a
Dandy.
tree. You got to respect the bats. If you don't, you will get the pie.
Respect thy booty. Like, we were looking at some cosplayers, and I think at the time I was dating Brendan, and like he was complimenting one of the female cosplayers, and I think like a friend of mine was like asking what's my preference when it comes to women, and I'm like, mostly boobs, but with a dash of ass. And Brendan's like, the way you said that should be a name. Dash of ass. Dash of ass.
Dr. B asks real world science versus anime science. Which one? If you had
anime science, you don't question anime science. It just happened. Yeah. It's
I'm
impressive to see real world science blossom, but anime science, you wish it was real.
I'm definitely down for anime science because all the anime girls are impossible, like in real life, and also magic and superpowers and cute animes. Oh, and harems. I want a harem. Would you please be my wifey?
Does anybody want to be Brad's waifu? Any takers?
Yeah. Epic Fire 008 saying, stop pressing the button. The lights are flickering. Sorry. Don't watch it in the dark. Martha Miss asks us how our day is. And I'm assuming it's okay.
So far, it's good. And I woke up to a podcast and I got Bagel.
I got Buddy. Bagel. You got Bagel.
You got Bagel. We can answer a few questions before tackling the last article because we still got a lot of time left.
And then I'm going to play a Final Fantasy animated thing, the word that's funny.
Okay.
Because of words. And
Brad thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
Any more questions we want to address first? JT loves Kothiyoko. Respect all the anatomy. Karasu the Dreamer. I beat Brad's waifu, but I'm only interested in dating women.
Of course. It's always the case.
Good one from Matt Hatterson. Just want to give a heads up that Helluva Boss just got a new episode. Yeah, I woke up and I watched it. Have you seen Helluva Boss, Brad?
No.
Helluva Boss and Has-Been Hotel are animated series on YouTube. Well, Has-Been has a pilot episode that got like millions of views on day one because the people that created this series, they just marketed it brilliantly. Like people were so interested in the design and the story that they instantly wanted to watch the first episode. So that was a success, and I think they're producing a series for a streaming website in the future. But in the meantime, she's independently creating Helluva Boss, which is a spin-off of Has-Been Hotel. It's all based in Hell. Has-Been Hotel is about the Princess of Hell trying to start a rehabilitation clinic to send worthy souls to heaven if they've been rehabilitated, but everyone in Hell thinks that's impossible. Helluva Boss is about a group that is hiring their services to anybody that wants revenge up on the human world. Then they use this memoir to go into the real world, to go up into the human world and take out the target that they've been hired to do. So they'll just kill anyone. And the newest episode was actually pretty good. I love the ending of it.
I'll get to it eventually.
It's free to watch on YouTube.
Oh, that's the one I was asking you. Which one did you tell me to watch on YouTube? And then you're like, what are you talking about?
Well, there's Helluva Boss with Has-Been Hotel, but also Meta Runner.
Yeah, I need to remember. I'm going to forget as soon as the show goes off. Helluva Boss, Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah.
My dog is making snoring sounds.
Making doggy ASMR.
Okay, Karasu
the Dreamer.
Karasu the Dreamer. Don't look up anime ASMR on YouTube. It's a lot of videos of anime boys doing very inappropriate things to the viewers.
Well, now I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do, Mom.
Exactly
I watched redo of Healer. I can handle it. Speaking of which, go to Teespring. Go to our Teespring store to get our new T-shirt. I watched Redo of Healer, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yes, please do. Epic Fire to Blow 8 says it's International Workers' Day today. So do I get free from work or what? How does that work? Isn't that how that works? Okay. Let me see. Madeline Blue Star says, Robin, do you think that Magic movie will come to theaters in the US and Australia?
If it shows as much promise as Demon Slayer, because I think with all the money Demon Slayer racked up in Japan and all the other international countries, the United States was like, hey, we should get in on this. But it just depends on how promising the Madoka Magica film does in Japan, I guess. All right. Last news article, and then we'll get to Brad's thing. Sadly, Anime Fest 2021 has been canceled, with online events scheduled for July instead. The staff of Dallas Anime Convention Anime Fest announced on Friday that this year's event has been canceled due to effects related to the new coronavirus disease, COVID-19. So I guess there's another strain out there, including concerns about traveling and the ability to properly social distance attendees, because they're not going to, and adhere to recommended guidelines. The related Game Fest convention has also been canceled in place planned in-person convention. The staff will stream a free Anime Fest virtual celebration event on July 31st. The staff is also working with the convention hotel to see if it can plan an event for later this year. The convention was originally scheduled to take place July 30th through August 2nd at the Sheraton Dallas Hotel.
Yeah, I wonder why it says canceled, but why didn't they just do it online? Cancel the live thing.
I think they wanted to plan it out. Like they wanted it to actually happen. But with a lot of people getting their shots and restrictions going down, it would seem plausible for an actual convention to open up. But again, you're asking a lot for a crowd to be socially distant and follow COVID-19 rules, because there are some that will do it. They'll wear their mask, they'll try to be socially distant, and they'll sanitize their hands frequently. Others don't care because they have that mindset of, well, you have even if you get it, you have a 99% survival rate. So, yeah. It's just the flu, guys.
Okay.
Exactly.
Whatever world you want to live in, it's anime science. There you go. Do whatever you want. There you go.
Believe what you want, I guess.
What is it? Epic Fire says he's got to go to sleep now. So, good night, Epic Fire 88. Good night,
Epic Fire.
What now? What is this? Super Mario and SMT Fan 4 Fan 23. Robin and Brad did Galactic Gaming interview the voice of Bell. I don't understand what.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry. I thought maybe Robin would know what that meant.
Maybe try to invite the voice of Belle on here, but she's always busy on the weekends.
Yeah.
Love you, Jessica.
By the way, in this Godzilla versus King Kong versus Mortal Kombat wins. Because the Godzilla movie didn't. It was okay.
The only parts I liked were when, the actual monsters were fighting. That's it.
Yeah. And anime science. when you gotta watch King Kong and Godzilla, just think anime science, and that's all you need, because it's not real science. None of it makes any sense. Okay.
Okay. So, Luis Morales says Sailor Moon and Sailor Moon Crystal are available on Hulu. Makes no sense to have Sailor Moon Eternal to be on Netflix. They probably paid a lot more. This is like if the Naruto movies are on Netflix while Hulu has this show. That's just it. Like, I don't freaking get the streaming wars. Like, if all the Sailor Moon intellectual properties are on Hulu, why doesn't Eternal go to Hulu? But apparently there was a bidding war and Netflix won out. But it's like, well, people are either going to pirate it because they don't want to unsubscribe from Hulu and pay extra just to watch it on Netflix, or they're going to unsubscribe from Hulu, which is what Netflix wants, subscribe to Netflix just to watch the two films.
You end up having both, because like you either own Hulu or know someone who owns Hulu, or you own Netflix or whatever. It's like I own Hulu and I have a friend who does Netflix. I share my Hulu. He shares his Netflix. You know, you get both.
There you go. Find someone who has a Netflix password. There you go.
There you go. That's the answer. Cheating the world. Don't obey the rules.
Disrupt the system.
What is Vocaloid? This says Alex Smith said Dr. B. I love Vocaloid music. What?
Vocaloid started off as some sort of like. It started off like as some sort of auto-tuning, voice-correcting software that kind of makes you sound like more of a robot. But the mascot of the Vocaloid program, Hatsune Miku, pretty much became iconic because of all the advertising they did with her just singing all the songs they programmed her to sing, and she just became like an icon from Japan, and now she just has all of these hologram commercials and hologram concerts, and she's in all sorts of commercials and products and hologram appearances. She makes millions even though she doesn't exist. That was my favorite meme back then with Justin Bieber. I have hundreds of thousands of teenage fans, and I'm only like 13. Hatsune Miku's like, bitch, please, I got millions of fans. I'm not even real.
I'm just telling the Twitch chat that Robin Senpai notices them.
Woo. I will be on Twitch later on to play some Pokemon Snap, so head on over afterwards. If my friend's still here after the podcast, I'll spend some time with her, and then I will get Twitch to play some Pokemon Snap. I've already done like the first 2 maps, but I've been maxing out the stuff that you can do in the first area. So I haven't gone too far into the game because, like, so far with Pokemon Snap, the new version, you explore the area, you take pictures of all the Pokemon in the area, but the characters that come into the game, they'll give you a request to do. Like, hey, I tried getting this photo, but I couldn't really get a good I couldn't get a good angle or a shot of it. Can you give it a try? Or they're like, hey, I noticed something weird. Do you want to take a look at it? So it's like a quest, like a side quest for you to do. And there's so many of them. And apparently the more photos you take and the more points that you earn, each level will like level up. So every time you return to the map, there's always something different happening, which is it is so different from the first game where it just plops you in and you're like, all right, take a look around, have fun, see if you can find some new stuff. This one, it just seems like it keeps changing. There's always something new in the map, and the hosts are there to point it out. Like, hey, I noticed this. Do you want to take a look at it? Like the one that I was doing as we were starting up the podcast. I was trying to do it last night, but I couldn't figure it out. But it finally clicked. It was like, hey, Wurmple's doing something that's making the Talos run away screaming. Do you want to take a look? And I'm like, okay. But this morning I finally found it. I'm like, oh, that's what he does. Okay, there you go.
Tarsa the Dreamer is asking, did we hear about the upcoming anime film Bell?
Yeah.
And it appears to be a sequel to Summer Wars.
That's what I thought. It looks so much like Summer Wars. I'm like, is this a sequel to Summer Wars?
I loved Summer Wars.
Well, then you're going to love Bell.
Okie dokie.
Hold on. The Sailor Stars dub still isn't on Hulu from EJ Elec Flame Tales. It's probably because they just want people to. It's either poor marketing or they just want people to buy the DVDs first. Because even now, like, I was waiting for part 2 of the Sailor Stars dub to appear on DVD, but I haven't heard word of it, no announcement of it, and then I just pop inside JB Hi-Fi, look at if there's any anime DVDs on sale, and I see Sailor Moon Stars Part 2, and I'm like, there it is. There it is. The 90s America did not release the dubbed 5th season of Sailor Moon, which sounds disappointing. Yeah, back in those days when they couldn't explain, hold up, why are these dudes transforming into ladies? Hold up. Their excuse was they needed to have worldwide popularity so that the songs that they would sing for their princess would reach around the world, and that if she hears them, then something will trigger and they'll be like, oh, there she is, we'll get her and get out of here. But they thought 3 ladies singing about their princess wouldn't be appealing, so they just switched their genders. So they were male singers by day, female Sailor Scouts by night. And it could have just said, like, well, they're aliens, so they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
Welcome to anime, Brad.
Yeah, I chose not to respond because weird is okay.
Yeah. So what did you want to show us, Brad?
Oh.
It's Brad time. It's Brad time. Gather all your friends. It's Brad time. I took the Jacksepticeye meme song.
The only cause for sadness.
He knows the reference. The only cause for sadness.
It's supposed to be cure, but I'm the cause.
Jacksepticeye has to cure it.
Yes. It's the yin and the yang.
It's meme time. Gather all your friends. It's meme time.
Copyright strike.
It's a cover, bitch. Covers are protected, but they'll still make you wait a month to fight.
Okay. Supposed to be able to hear this. Oh, I should have downloaded this so that I would have more control. Let me know. I'm going to play this. Hopefully you can hear.
There's an audio thing on there, so I should be able to hear it.
This is.
I'll let you know if it's too loud or too soft.
This is Fun and Fantasy 7 Remake. It's a parody of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. It's animated. It looks like anime. And I'm not going to play all of it, but I think you should go watch it because it's funny. And I'm going to show you a couple of the jokes, and then hopefully you get it. And you'll be like, oh, yeah, Brett, thanks a lot. And I'll be like, you're welcome. Okay.
You sound like Mixie from Helluva Boss with that southern accent.
Oh. Okay.
Harvest Moon Festival?
I'm a Florida boy. I used to have a really thick accent, but I don't anymore. Okay. Here we go, people.
You're a pain in the ass, you know that?
Are you?
Might as well try to summon, it's already paid for them. Never mind, huh?
Yep.
Anyway, I'm gonna hop on the next train. You staying?
Oh, hell no. Get me out of here.
That is scary and funny at the same time. Oh, here's the next funny thing that I thought were funny. What the hell's going on there? Boobs are funny. What's going on there? Okay, I guess I'll put it there.
Hells yeah! We good!
Yes, I would like to report a group of armed terrorists.
They are terrorists.
I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad.
Thanks.
What's that thing you got there?
Oh, this? It's just
The kid's reaching for Jack Daniels.
Of course she is.
Tifa, my dear, dear girl. Oh, what's he doing here?
Sounds like
Jeez.
Phyllis Diller.
First that booted weirdo last night, now this old
The
lady.
cat's holding a sign that says side quest just now.
Cloud? Be nice.
Okay, I don't want to show the whole thing,
Yeah.
but I think it's funny. And
Fades. Vroom! These wheels are turning me on.
Sonic.
oh, that Sonic
And
ran
after
by?
this fight is over,
Yeah,
I'll
it's a blue
surely be
Oh.
exhausted.
Ah!
Anyway, you just go check it out. It's what is it called? Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What channel is it
By
on?
Matthew Shezman.
There you go.
Shezmen. Matthew Shezman. Go check it out because it's funny as hell.
There you go. Okay, so we got about roughly 20 minutes to kill.
Filler time. Filler
time. Gather all your friends. It's filler time.
Come on, chat. It's your job to fill in the time. Give us things to
We
talk
gave
about.
you like 5 news articles and a Final Fantasy VII parody. Give us stuff.
Yeah. Carry your own weight here. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Here's a brilliant one from Alice.
What?
It's just the word what.
That's
So
generally
Melody Bunny, a Sanrio character. Thank you very much. Hello, Robin. I've been a huge for 14-year channel. I hope you hit 692K.
a
Yeah,
huge
we'll
fan?
keep it to 692K because I made a promise a while ago that if I made 1 million subs, I would watch and review Boku no Pico, because I made that promise knowing it would never happen.
Listen, I'll do it with you.
Get us to 1 million subscribers, so both Brad and I will watch and review Boku no Pico.
And I will hate it more than Robin. I promise you.
You will need therapy. I'll still have that face from Goblin Slayer. You get used to it. Karasu the Dreamer asks, have you played Kingdom Hearts? If so, what do you think of it? So way back when I was a wee little Robin, before I met Brad, I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts, but I never had a PS2 and I couldn't really afford one. And yet, like, I had like free tickets to Disney World because my parents worked for Disney World. They worked for the theme parks. And in this one corner of Epcot, in the Innoventions area, they had an area where you could sample some of their games from all their Disney games. And they had a corner just for Kingdom Hearts. Little old me. This is how you knew what my priorities were, because I went to Epcot so many times. To hell with all the rides. I went straight to the gaming area just to play like the first few hours of Kingdom Hearts. Oh, that was me. I just grabbed like a coffee and a cream cheese. Forgot what they were called. They're not really croissants. It wasn't really a bagel. It was just a nice little pastry, like cream cheese pastry with a coffee. Went over to Innoventions and just played Kingdom Hearts because that was the only way I could play. And I got as far as to reach Alice in Wonderland, and then Mom's like, Robin, you've been here for like 2 hours. Get out.
Yeah.
Like,
Were you on when we were at the school and we did Anime America podcast, there was somebody there that made a Kingdom Hearts podcast. Were you ever on that? Did you know that?
Actually, I think one episode. I do remember that.
I think you were.
Yeah. Because I think someone told them that I liked Kingdom Hearts, so they invited me for one episode. I think, they read an excerpt. Like, they were reading a story, like, of Sora's adventures through Kingdom Hearts. Like, they read, like, one of the chapters as if Kingdom Hearts was a book. And then they stopped, and then we talked a little bit about Kingdom Hearts.
I thought I
Can't
taught
believe-
Toad.
Can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, when I got my first job, I remember working one really long day. It was like I was the tour guide for a musical competition, and I used the paycheck that I had gotten for that one weekend to go to a pawn shop and get myself a PS2 with a copy of Kingdom Hearts and also Dragon Ball Z. What was that PS2 Dragon Ball Z fighting game?
Just so many, I don't know.
It starts with a B. I don't remember. But yeah, I got Kingdom Hearts roughly around 2004, 2005, I think. I think it was roughly 2005, like early 2005. So that when Kingdom Hearts 2 came around, I was super hyped. Everybody was like exhausted because they played the game in 2003 and they were like, come on, new game already. Come in. Come in. Budokai. Thank you, EJ. Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Yes. That
But-
tour. Yeah.
Little old Robin asked her parents in her senior year of high school if she could skip class for one day just to go and grab her copy of Kingdom Hearts 2. And they're like, well, you're a senior and you're getting good grades and all, so sure. Like, yay.
Yay.
And I remember they had like special edition walkthrough guidebooks. I never read them. I just wanted to collect them because they looked cool. And they would have like one of Sora's transformations on the cover of the walkthrough. Because that was the game where he had like 4 transformations, like Valor, Wisdom, the yellow one, and Final Form. I forgot what the yellow form was. Like
No idea.
I think the Master Form. But I remember getting the Wisdom form, the blue one. Like, I got the blue one, but I think the final form was like the rarest one you could get. Master form, knew it. So it was Valor, Wisdom, Master, and Final. Hi, Brad.
Huh? What? Did what? Huh?
Sorry,
I
I
tuned
went on
out
a
because
tangent
I don't know
about
what you're
Kingdom
talking about.
Went on a tangent about Kingdom Hearts and my history of it, but long story short, I love this. I love the franchise. Kingdom Hearts 3 was a bit mixed to me, but I still liked it.
So just chat. Well, okay. Luis Morales said it is a good thing the Pretty Cure series is getting more noticed. Tropical Rogue is on Crunchyroll, though. It's better if the Precure series is on Hulu. We still want DVDs with translated subtitles.
Pretty Cure is a Magical Girl franchise, basically. Like, they started off with 2 girls, and then they think they had like a 3rd member join them in the first Pretty Cure series, but they just keep making new series with new girls, new transformations, and then sometimes they'll gather all of the girls for one ultimate movie.
Did you know Sailor Moon Starts dub is on iTunes? I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. Do people still buy anime on iTunes?
I will rent a movie from iTunes every once in a while, but that's about it.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay.
Sorry. 4 Passive Lives. Have you kept up with Zombieland Saga? I suggested it to a friend, even though he's again shy about idol anime. I'll try to watch the newest episode because I think I still need to watch episodes 3 and 4. Farewell from the masked Ewok. There's a masked Ewok, Brad.
Where?
Their name is Lauren Kate. They are known as the masked Ewok.
You can't. Well, okay. I've never met you before.
Why don't you come to the family reunions?
Yeah. Can you imagine Ewok eyes wide shut? Ewok.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what.
Sorry,
Okay, go ahead.
what was yours?
I was just gonna read this weird thing from Posing Crib. As I walk
With
through
the
the valley
hentai profile picture.
of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left because I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is blank.
Isn't that like a quote from a song or something?
I think so. But I said the word blank because there's nothing.
Isn't that
after it.
Gangsta's Paralife?
Even my mama.
Take a look at my
Yeah.
life and realize.
Because even my mama thinks that my mind is going. Yeah. That's it. That was it.
Nintendo Geek 45 non-towel is wondering, Anime America, have you ever been bullied for liking anime? I personally was. And I think in high school I wasn't as big, but still I got bullied a little bit by some people. I think like for the most part, for some reason, like most of my friends would get bullied, but me, for some reason, for the most time, I had like one guy that just would not shut up about how much of a freak I am, and I'm like, fuck, just go away. But I almost said the F word. But the majority of my friends would get bullied, but for some reason they would leave me alone. And they're like, oh, there's 2 golden rules here in Colonial High School. 1, you don't get bullied if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And I'm like, okay, I have neither. Or 2, you're pretty cool if you're in band. Okay, cool. I play trumpet. Thanks. But yeah, middle school, I was picked on because, like, I think, like, I didn't really have the best clothing. I had what I needed. I didn't really have what I wanted. And some of the girls that were spoiled like crazy, they saw me as an easy target and just bullied the crap out of me and my friends. And there were some guys that were like that too. They just made fun of me for how I looked and dressed. And it's just like, whatever. I had one kid in elementary school that wouldn't stop picking on me. Like, he just wouldn't stop bothering me. And his mother became the principal of the school a few years later. So when she visited my high school to check out our band, I was like, oh, Mrs. Gallagher, I knew your son Scott. And she's like, I'm sorry. It's like, oh, Mom, you and I are best friends now.
I just remembered, way off topic, but I just remembered because a lot of times when we do these shows, my mind goes blank and I can't remember, random animes that I loved in the past. But the other day I ran across Witch Hunter Robin on Funimation.
Oh, yeah.
The thing. I love Witch Hunter Robin.
It's a good classic one, yeah.
And Read or Die. Love them both. They're the shit.
Nermia Chaos wondered if I ever reviewed Zombieland Saga. Yes, I did. I reviewed the first season, I think roughly 2 years ago for one of my watching episode.
Oh.
And it was a Halloween episode of 2019 where I reviewed all of Zombieland Saga. And I did a first episode impressions review of Zombieland Saga R, which is the new season that's airing right now. I watched the first 2 episodes and I made one of my watching episode of it. So, yeah, just type in Anime America, Zombieland Saga on YouTube and you'll find it.
Do it now. Oh, wait, aren't they already there? They're already there if they're watching this, right? So then
unless they're on Twitch or Facebook.
Oh, that's true. Anyway, we don't have to end exactly at 9. I mean, we go over. We can end a little bit before 9.
I think Brad wants to go, guys. He's sleepy, Brad.
Sleepy time.
His dog's making ASMR.
Yeah, sleepy time. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys.
I'll sign off and check with everybody downstairs, but I will try to hop on Twitch soon so we can play Pokemon Snap together. But also, a friendly reminder, let me share the screen again. Let me just do this. Yeah, man. Infinitor! Remember, we have
still my favorite shirt right there. First episode impressions.
We still have some new designs on Teespring. This is our shirt for first episode impressions, and even matches the back. See, front and back.
I'm gonna have to buy that, Robin.
Hey, first customer. We also have the You Get Used to It. I designed this for the Redo of Healer review. You will understand soon. I do plan on releasing that episode tomorrow, if not Sunday. Be there. But it'll be going on YouTube very soon. But it's my face where it's like, you get used to it. And if you've watched Redo of Healer and feel like you wondered what were you doing with your life, at least you could buy this shirt that says, I watched all of Redo of Healer and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Do it. Product placement. Buy it. All of it. Twice.
Get it. If I have a little extra, I'm going to get that shirt just to wear it at conventions. Like, I watched it all. All I got was this lousy t-shirt, but I watched it all. Yeah.
Yes. Anime ruined my brain. That'll be the next one.
Anime on my brain.
Insane in the anime brain. No, that doesn't work. I'm remembering old songs now.
Yep. And also, if you are still interested in purchasing a Sumi plushie, just email me at animeamericpodcast@gmail.com. We'll work out the shipping details. But yeah, that's it for now. Coming up next. Oh, which one?
No, I was just gonna say you can just add in the shipping cost to the cost of the.
It just depends, on where you're at, because shipping from Australia can be a bit pricey. Like if you're within Australia, it's like a couple of dollars. I'll be like, hey, you gotta have fun. America, they keep changing the price. The last time I shipped it out, I think it was roughly $21 to ship out. So, but we'll make it work.
Brandon Riley, you gave me a good idea. Tune in next Friday. Same Brad time. Same Brad channel.
Same Brad place?
Yeah. Brad. It's Brad time. That's the
Brad
thing now.
time. It's Brad time. Yeah, all my friends, it's Brad time. But yeah, that's it for now. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Anime America. I think it's at Anime America. Or at Anime America Podcast.
I think it's Anime America on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Anime America Podcast on YouTube and Facebook, right?
I believe so.
We don't know our own things.
Because like sometimes they'll be like, oh, this name's already taken. And I'm like, well, frick.
Yeah. Twitter needs to let you put longer names because you end up having to make all your other names to match Twitter because Twitter doesn't give you enough letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then coming up next on YouTube will be my review of Redo of Healer, and I think later on I will be on Twitch just playing Pokemon Snap. So for anybody who's subscribed to Twitch, join me over there soon. Thank you everybody so much for watching. More awesome videos will be on the way, so stay tuned. Anime America. Bye-bye. I'm gonna finish my bagel.
Peace out.
Yum, 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 yum.
In the end.
Bye.